is it time to be selling your crypto, you guys? That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be looking at some crypto news. I feel like with the market going down, a few people worry, a few people panic. Oh no, those going down. It's time to sell, right? And it's like, I think people aren't realizing we're not even at the peak of the market yet. And there's so much more upside to come right now if you actually do look at the crypto market. And if you look at historically when crypto actually goes up the most, it's actually near the tail end of the bull run. It's not at this point where we see crazy alts, where we see alt perform its absolute best. So I think there's a lot more upside to come, and we're going to deep dive and we're going to talk about that. All right. And so if you have any crypto questions, drop your crypto questions in the chat and I will cover every single one of them. And let's get started. Let's do this. I want everyone to leave here with more knowledge that's going to help the crypto wallet become more fat, lump sum, and juicy. Okay, so let's go. First of all, we're talking about BTC, all right? BTC is looking good. Orlando, what's up, my brother? Been a while since I've seen you. All right, so BTC is looking good. Now, this is why BTC is looking good. Now, there are some parts of it that are looking negative. I'm not just going to be here to tell the positive. We're going to talk about both sides of things. Number one, we saw this consolidation. Then we saw the run toward the upside. Great. This is where it gets good. Then we saw the retracement, right? This is a classic play, right? And then we saw the run towards the upside, right? We saw the run towards the upside. We got rejected right here and we came back down and now we're moving back towards the upside, right? So this structure, typically we see prices go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It runs up even higher. So right now, just looking at where we are, where Bitcoin's actually consolidating at this part, it's telling me, hey, there's a high likelihood that we're going to see prices probably move higher. What's up, Orlando? Bro, you think we are really having a bull run, like going to go crazy? Do I think we're going to be in the bull run? Prices are going to go crazy? Well, number one, we are in the bull run. And the reason why I think we're already in the bull run, if you look at crypto, check this out, crypto bubble, right? If you look at crypto bubble, prices have already boomed like crazy. Right? If you go crypto bubble, today it's slow. But if you look at for the month, everything's been going up. ENA is a crypto project I talked about. So it's gone crazy, Orlando. Like 127%. That's like you putting in $3,000, $5,000. And within 4 weeks, you have another $5,000. You have another $3,000. So we're in the bull run. Like we're in the midst of it. Like this, I think prices are going to go higher, right? If you look closely of how the crypto market is moving right now, so this is more of a zoom in closer into what I just showed you, is that this structure is actually a bullish structure within the overall trend of how the market is moving. So, and I'll zoom in because I want everyone to catch this. I want everyone to catch this. I want everyone to catch this ever, right? The 3 bills, the Genius Act was passed. With the Genius Act, what was the other one? The Clarity Act. And the Clarity Acts help all layer 1's crypto projects that are going to boom. That's our Bitcoin, our Ethereum, our XRP, our Cardano, ADA, Tron, like you name it. All right. And then on top of that, we also had the anti-central bank digital currency bill also. So if you look at historically when crypto market blows up the most, the blow up, like I'm talking about crazy skyrocket, typically happens near the end of the bull run, right? Like that's when we see like crazy insane pumps, right? So if you look at how the bull market was previous bull market for everyone that was in the game back here in 2018, 2019 bull run, this prices pumped. Prices did good. Like we made money, right? You made your first 50K, 100. We made money during this time. When we had this massive retracement, went down like crazy. This pump was insane for alts. Like everyone who remembers, this pump was bananas. And then the market peaked up. When did it peak? Near the end of the year. Near the end of the year, right? Boom, close to December. And then bear market started, right? So now that's what happened in the last bull market. Now look what's happening in this bull market again. If you look historically, right? We had prices start to move down. And then we had a run up and then it moved down. And now we're near the middle of the year, right? We're near the middle endish of the year. But if you look at the data, and I've shown this before, you guys, hang on. Let me pull, this is the gem, right? July, we're up 10% right now. Bitcoin, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. We're up 10%. Hence why we're seeing the entire crypto markets up for the month, right? Boom, boom, boom. Everything's blowing up. But the best, like I said, the end of the year is when crypto booms, right? Remember I said that? Look what happens in October and November. Bitcoin does 21. What is this? Let me get rid of it. Bitcoin does an average of 21%, meaning I'll also probably do 30%, 40%, right? Here in November, Bitcoin does 46%, meaning our alts will do 55%, 60%. Like insane. So you combine the historical performance, which tells us the best is yet to come. Number two, you combine the fact that we just had a Clarity Act. We just had the Central Bank Digital Act. Number three, you combine it with the fact that BlackRock is accumulating crypto like absolute crazy. And what I like about that, because some people don't like it, like, oh, institutions are getting into crypto. You got Dro, thank you for the like. I appreciate the love. Well, people aren't realizing that institution, when they buy crypto, and this is why I think the bull run, the bear market that comes, I think is going to be a very short bear market. And I think when prices drop, they're not going to drop the way prices have dropped previously. Like the way we saw prices drop like this, where prices just like, what kind of drop is this? Watch this. Look at this. From this all-time high, this drop was what? 75%? 75%. That means you put in, let's say, $10,000 and you have what? $2,000-ish left over, $2,500 left over. This was all retail. Institutions, now when they buy crypto, they're not buying it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. They're buying it for years. BlackRock last week alone, they accumulated over $700 million worth of Ethereum, not including all the other ETFs. We saw over $2 billion be dumped into the crypto market as a whole. So when they buy, they're not going to sell all of it just because you, me, and your neighbor and your boss and our friends, our boys, they're selling. They're going to hold on for a very long time. So what does that tell me? Well, when does crypto go down? Crypto goes down when people sell their crypto. Well, guess what? Institution is not going to be selling all their crypto. They're going to be holding their crypto for the long term, which means big dumps in the market are not going to happen the way it used to happen previously. Because from Bitcoin high to Bitcoin low, on average, it goes down 85%, you guys. 85%. That's you investing in $1,000 and then suddenly you're down to $150. That's bananas. So I think those days are over. Like 85% drop in Bitcoin, 80%. So meaning our alts are still going to go down. Yeah, for sure. But they're not going to go down as low as they went previously. So I just feel like with the way things are lining up right now, it is so good. It's bullish, you guys. It's bullish. But we have to keep in mind though, this pattern overall. So that's in the short term, that's what we see, right? Prices are looking good. We got September, October lined up. September, October are very good. Alts can run up even higher. Now, for the long term though, and that's what I want everyone to see though. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and then we're going to go to other crypto projects, all right? Now, for the long term though, this pattern, this massive upwards trend right now that we're in typically breaks downwards. That's the thing. Prices will go like this, bam, 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 and move upwards. We'll move down. So prices do break down. And I just want everybody to wear it. We still have this climb towards the upside before prices suddenly start crashing downward. So in regards to BTC, that is what I see. I like what I see right now. Any questions? Any questions about anything I just said, you guys? If you have any questions, let me know right now. Like, don't be shy. There's no such thing as a dumb question. Like when I was new to crypto, you guys, I was so scared to lose money. That's why on the back, my shelf, you guys can't see right now, I only put in $5. My very first trade ever in crypto, I only put in $5. But guess what? I turned out $5 to $12. And I was hyped when I did that. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. So the first time, like I said, the first time I got into crypto, how much money did I put in? $5. $5 was how much money I put in my very first crypto. $5. But guess what? I doubled the money. $5 became $12. And I thought I was a billionaire. I was like, I'm the richest person in the world. Right? Like turning that $5 into $12. I was like, whoa. Then it turned into $15. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Thank you for the likes. Now, looking back now, I was like, bro, you made $12. Nothing crazy. But the point was that I'm going to answer your question, brother. Don't worry. I just want to finish saying, but that $5, what it did for me was, thank you for the like. JT, thank you for the like. But I want to say that $5, what it did for me was it showed me it was possible. Because even though it was $5, but I told myself, like, whoa, what would have happened if I put in $1,000? If I put in $10,000, I would have made 20. If I put in 100,000, I would have made 200,000. I'm like, this crypto thing works. My next crypto goal was, hey, I'm working my 9-to-5 income in crypto. Like, can I do that? Right? So that was the next goal I had. And guess what? I did it. My 9-to-5 income, I made it in 1 month of crypto. And then I hit it. Then I set my next goal. What I make from my fancy corporate job, which literally had me working like crazy. Can I make what I make in a month in 1 week of trading crypto? Bomb! And then I did it. And it all started because I started with $5. $5. And then I'm like, can I make my monthly income my daily? Can I do that? Boom! And I did it. I was so hyped. Texted it would put in the group chat with all my boys. I was like, let's go. But it's all because I started with $5. So I just want everyone to know that. Regardless of how much money you have, how much you're starting with, where you are in your crypto journey, just start, go, 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 go. Just go, learn, go. Now, when I say go learn, doesn't mean take all your money, throw it into the crypto market and just close your eyes and hope for the best. Everything's going to work out. No. I was studying like crazy. I was waking up 4 a.m. I was like, all I was doing was focus on learning how to invest and trade. Right? Question to chat. Now, what are your price prediction for quant? I don't have a price prediction for quant, but what I will do is I will take a look at quant for you and we can do some TA on quant and I'll let you know exactly what I think about it. Oh, look, I think I already did quant. Let's bring quant closer. I think quant's one of those crypto projects where I don't think we're going to see it hit all-time high. I think it's one of those crypto projects where we have to make money off quant from the retest, right? Just because quant hit its all-time high last bull market. Look, I'm going to teach you guys a crypto lesson right now, right? And this is going to be an important lesson to know. Same thing, bro. It depends on $15. I turn them into 35 and I withdraw them. Wait. You turn $15 into $35 and then you withdraw it. Oh, okay. You doubled your money. Good work. Why did you withdraw it though? Well, I can't give financial advice, but for me, when I doubled my money, I added more money in and I'm pushing it. But DP, good work, bro. Good work. That's good. If you double, like just doubling, like in crypto, one of my first goals was just like me just see if I can make money. But doubling it is really good. Regardless if you turn $15 to 35 or I did 5 to 15 or you do 10K to 20K. Like it just lets you know like, okay, I can do this. Like I'm logged in now. I can double my money. This thing really works. So yeah. So in regards to quant, so my price prediction for quant is, let's take a look at quant. You see, this is what I don't like about quant. Okay, I'll say this. I'll just quickly mention this about quant. I don't think quant was going to hit all-time high this bull market just because I think way too many people are underwater. And if you know the way crypto works, like new crypto projects typically get attention. So if I have money invested in quant, the way I would trade this crypto is, okay, can I make money from the retest or can I make money just from its volatility? Like you can see quant right now just by looking at this chart, it had these massive spikes toward the upside, right? Like it had these spikes towards the upside and then prices came down, right? You see massive spike, right? And then prices come down. Here you see another spike. And I'll teach you guys something really. Thank you for like 1,000,000, right? We see this spike and then price goes down. You see another spike, prices come down. Now, one thing that's really interesting, you guys notice that the spikes keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. What I'm about to say, write this down, you guys. People don't teach this information. And I want everyone to know this because this is important, right? I want everyone to know this. This is important information. People will not tell you guys this on TikTok just because like the only way to know this is if you are intensely into trading or you, I don't know, typically people will be like, join my Discord before I tell you this information. All right, here we can see. All right, so look at this. This is important. Learn this crypto nugget. Learn this crypto lesson. It will save you a lot of money. When you see a crypto do a crazy spike like quant did, boom, crazy spike, right? This was previous bull market. I remember quant was that crypto. Like it was up there. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was talking about ADA. ADA was one of that crypto projects too, right? Max, thank you. Now, Quant blew up, skyrocket, and then ended up coming back down. This was the bear market, right? Boom, boom. And then it spiked up, but it didn't spike up as it previously did. Like, okay. And then you can see when it spiked up again, it didn't spike up as it previously did. This time it did a little bit above what it previously did, but then it didn't call back, spike up before that other major spike. And now we're seeing it happen. So what's happening with Quant right now is that everyone that bought Quant at this price and higher, so I drew this line, at this line and higher, all these people are losing their money. So what happens is when Quant is suddenly starting to move up a little bit, the way it moved up right here, all of these people who are down so much on their money, they're looking to sell their Quant. And what you have to realize with crypto is kind of like a battle between buyers and sellers, right? The easiest way of understanding it. So let's say you have 1 million people that are trying to sell a crypto that they already bought, but then you only have 1,000 people that are buying. When 1 million people sell, they're going to overwhelm the 1,000 people that want to buy because it's like 1 million versus 1,000, right? 1,000 v, like 1 million v 1,000. Like, so then the buyers are going to end up losing. Like there's not enough people buying to support all of that selling. Hence why we see spike, oh, then it drops down. Spike, oh, and then it drops down. And then it looks like it's going up. Then all these people end up trying to sell again. Then it drops back down, right? So the only way cryptos ends up hitting new all-time high, like our Bitcoin, our Solana, our BNB, ETH, like the crypto price, is because every bull market, they have so much more people that are interested in it. So much more people that buy it. So that when all the OGs, the people that bought a long time ago, try to sell, there's so much more people that are into it where prices continue to pump and run higher and higher. Now, a good chart to display this is like the Solana chart, right? LOUD. Like the Solana chart. Look at this, right? Crazy spike toward the upside. Boom. Crazy drop. Spiked up. Boom. Hit a new all-time high. Then came back. Boom. Hit a new all-time high again. This was a new all-time high for Solana. And then it had a retracement. Now it's making its way back up. Now, for Sol to hit another new all-time high, I think the Solana ETF has to get approved. And I think it will get approved the same way the BTC, the Bitcoin ETF got approved. And the same way we got the Bitcoin ETF, we have the Ethereum ETF, and then I think the Solana ETF is going to be next because I want to make sure it actually works. Yeah. Got you. They sold out. Yeah, I know Quant had like something super negative about it. I don't remember, like something to do with the founders. Thank you for the like. Brown Desert Bloom, right? And then something super negative, but I sold all my Quant like in the last bull market. So for me, I was perfectly fine. Ooh, I don't want to butcher your name. Is that how you say it? I don't want to butcher your name. If I say it wrong, I'm sorry. My bad. All right, so we talked about XRP. So we talked about Bitcoin. Now let's talk about Ethereum. We're going to talk about XRP. There's a few things I want to touch on. XRP is looking really good, you guys. XRP is looking good. I think XRP is going to reach an all-time high. But, so don't be surprised we see, ETH is looking good. ETH is looking good. But what? Oh, I said ETH is looking good, but don't be surprised if it goes down a little bit. Just because of this, right? We saw ETH have a massive pump towards the upside. Great. Boom, prices got rejected, right? We saw it, came back, massive run toward the upside. Price got rejected again. 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection. Now we're right here, the 4th attempt. So that's why I want to say the but part is that this part right now, ETH at $4,000 has been struggling to break above. So for everyone who has money, who wants to get into crypto, I would not buy Ethereum at this price, right? Like, I hope you guys can visually see why it wouldn't be the best move to, unless you want to do short, unless you're trading for the short term, like you want to do a quick trade, then yeah, there's definitely some things you can do. But if you want to hold, right, you have to be careful right here. Be careful buying right here because we keep getting rejected at this price range. Now, Ethereum is so close to its all-time high, you guys. Look at this. Right here is ETH's all-time high. But I do believe ETH will reach an all-time high just because BlackRock is buying so much Ethereum. Like I said, last week, we had over $2.1 billion dump into ETH. So I think ETH will hit an all-time high. But if you're looking for a short-term profit, just keep in mind that ETH is overextended because it's already at that key level where it's going to get rejected downwards. And second, look at the RSI and how high it is. So there's just like the RSI has to really reset. Kind of, if you look at previously, every time it got rejected, look at this rejection right here, right? See that rejection? RSI overextended. It has to retrace, and then it ended up running back up. Once again, we see it. Then it got rejected. Right here, it gets rejected, and it ends up coming back down. And then once it came back down, then we saw the run towards overextension. So I just want to see ETH possibly do a little reset, and then see it blow past this range. I do think ETH can do well. But Brown Desert Bloom said, can you give us a quick summary of your thoughts on XRP, please? Sorry, I missed it. Or even HBAR, please. Oh, the ISO crypto, HBAR, XRP. Yeah, so we can talk about XRP. First, let's look at the TA, and then we can talk about. Good morning, B. Be in the chat with the cloud face. Good morning, bro. I hope you're doing good. So we can all be on the same page. And then after that, we'll talk about more on the fundamental aspect of XRP. Okay, you guys want to talk about XRP? Any crypto you guys want to talk about, let me know and I'll do it, you guys. No gatekeeping. Any questions you have, I will share all the gems. Okay, let's focus on, so that's the major level of support. Let's focus on how it's moving right now, because I think that's what's really important with XRP. So XRP, this is XRP's all-time high, right? It's like $3.84, I believe. $3.84, which is right up here. This is the price. Let's make this red because this is really important for XRP. And let's dot this line real quick. Boom. So boom, this is XRP. So XRP had this massive, there's more if you want to enter XRP right now. So XRP had this massive run towards the upside, right? Everyone sees this. Boom, right? Massive. Okay. So just so everyone knows what the heck's happening with XRP. Lawsuit. Hey, lawsuit's over, or pretty much lawsuit's going to be over. Boom, XRP exploded, right? XRP ran up, prices came down. This was all Donald Trump, tariff, China, US tariff war, trade war. Prices of everything is going to go more up and become a lot more expensive. And then after that, we saw the market. And after that, when China and the US came to agreement, we saw everything get settled, right? Okay, we saw everything get settled, and then we suddenly saw the run up toward the upside. When XRP did its run up toward the upside, it created this level of resistance, right? That hence why when we saw XRP run up, it ran up and then it came back down and it held this level, right? So if you look really closely, like super closely, let me zoom in so everyone can see it really, really well. You can see this candle right here, right? Touch this area and it held. So it's showing me it's respecting this zone right here. Bam. So what that's telling me, if we see it go down, let's just say XRP ends up crashing down, right? I expect the lowest XRP to go before it has some type of reversal. I'm thinking worst case scenario, because when it comes to investing and trading, you have to think worst case scenario. You can't just look at the positive, right? If we see prices do come towards the downside, I expect it possibly to come down here, bomb, and then have some type of bounce. So this is the lowest, right? Now, keep in mind, there is a small little bit of some type of consolidation we'll see right around this area. Let's make this a little bit smaller just because this isn't the strongest level. Let's make this a little bit smaller, and then let's make it dotted. So it's not the strongest level, but we can see a bounce, right? So if I want to buy XRP right now, I would look to buy XRP at that $3 price range if I want to buy XRP. Because we can see, look at this bounce, boom, towards the upside. It held that. Once it touched that range again, came back towards the upside. So we have 1 point of contact, we have 2 point of contact, and we can potentially have a third if we see Bitcoin have a red day before we see prices starting to run back up even higher. Secondly, what you have to know is with XRP, this price range is $3, right? You guys see it closely, it's $3. People want to buy when people like buying at $3, $4. No one says, oh, I'm going to buy at $3.05. Or I'm going to sell at $3.05. People typically like those round numbers. So if you're someone who wants to buy XRP, you're like, oh, what price should I buy XRP at? Like, I'm trying to find a potentially good entrance. Where I would look to buy would be that $3 price range. I would accumulate a little bit right there. And if I want to buy a little bit more, I would accumulate at this level right here. XRP coming down right here is really good because we can see, look at the major pump towards the upside, right? And now XRP is towards the bottom of the RSI. What does that mean? It means we have more momentum moving upwards than we have moving downwards. But here's the big but. So close to this 59, we don't want to buy. This is not the time to do massive accumulation. Buy Kita. Come on. D-Rose 77 just said buy Kita. Hang on. I'm going to answer that. We're going to talk about Kita soon. I talked about Kita in my community. We already bought Kita. Come on, D-Rose. Look at the last 2 videos I posted. We bought Kita already. In my community, we already bought Kita. Like, Kita's been pumping for us really nice. So, all right. So, with XRP, this is what I want to see, all right? So, number 1, I want to see prices move down a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Now, with it moving down a little bit, it gives the RSI opportunity to reset. And once it resets, it's down here, then it sets itself to potentially run higher. Because if you can see, every time XRP has typically skyrocketed toward the top side of the RSI, we see a retracement here, ran up, small retracement, ran up again, and then we saw a massive retracement, which was prices dipping all the way down here. So that's what I want to see. I want to see it probably hit closer towards that $3 price range, which can likely happen. The RSI will reset and then we can buy, and then price is starting to move back toward the upside. Now, that's to enter on the short term. That's if you want to make money on the short term. Now we're going to focus on if you want to make money on the long term. Me, when I use random buzzwords. Okay. So now, if I want to enter crypto project, if I want XRP for, let's say, more the mid-long term, this is the problem. This is what you have to be aware with XRP is I don't think we will see XRP break all-time high until closer towards the end of the year. And XRP has to hit all-time high. Like, it has to. If XRP doesn't hit its new all-time high this bull market, then that's a major red flag for XRP. Like, I'm talking about major red flag for XRP. Just because if you look at every crypto, and I spoke about this, right? And this is important. If you look at every crypto, every single cycle, it has to hit an all-time high. And if it doesn't hit an all-time high, what ends up happening, it just slowly like shrivels down, like slowly starts to get less attention. So my rule of thumb for every single crypto is when you see crypto pump, take profit. Like, don't get married to crypto project. And I feel like so many people, I don't want to hate. Like, I don't hate any crypto project, but the way I view crypto is just transaction. Like, don't get married. You guys, I'm already married to a woman. Like, I love her. She's amazing, right? Like, don't get married to these crypto projects. So the truth is you can make money off any crypto, right? It can be a meme coin, and like you can make money off any crypto because when Bitcoin runs up, everything runs up. But we have to get disattached from these crypto. And when you start seeing prices pump higher and higher and higher, then you have to look to take some profit off those crypto. Now, you don't have to sell everything like, oh, I put money in this crypto. I put in 10K. It's running up. My 10K is now hit 20K. I'm selling everything. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be like all in, all out. You don't have to have that mindset. But what you can do is your 10K turns to 20K. Well, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to sell 10%. All right. Now that 20K hit 30K. Well, now I'm going to sell 20%. Right. And it runs higher. I'm going to sell more. I'm going to sell more. I'm going to sell more. Like, continue the dollar cost average out. Take some profit. Right. You guys, I've been talking a lot. The wifey blessed me with my morning smoothie. Every morning, she hits me with the smoothie. She comes close. Ooh, I think she put a little chocolate in this one. Or she put it a little different. What is that? I figure out that it tastes a little bit chocolatey. I like that. Major red flag? What do you mean? My screen froze. My cut off. A major what? I forget. I missed your question. Timo 401. I missed your question. What did I say? What was the last thing I said before you cut off? I actually don't remember. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. He was talking about XRP. Yeah, I was just talking about XRP. So that's my thoughts with XRP. If you want to enter in the short term, that's the price I would enter at. Okay, next crypto on the list. Okay, by the way, if you guys have questions, drop your questions in the comments, you guys. Because I don't know where you are in your crypto journey. I don't know if everyone here you're good or you're like, dang, I'm struggling. I just got scammed. That's happened to all of us. Trust me. I had someone message me. I made a video about getting scammed in crypto because I had someone DM me like, I don't know, a few days ago or something. Last week maybe, and they got scammed. I'm like, oh, jeez. I felt bad for him. Like it happened, right? It happened to me. I remember I had this guy and he was on social media and he was always showing off his Lambo, his Audi. He's like all these cars he had. And long story short, this guy ended up being a scammer. I put my money in the platform. I put like 15K. I turned that 15K into like 30K. And then I was in Miami with my wife and she shopping. She's doing her thing because when we're in Miami, she shops every single day. So she was shopping and I was just chilling in the car waiting. And I remember I'm like, oh, let me go check how the money's doing in that account. So I just pull out my phone. I see the money in the account and it said, I think it was like, was it at 30K, 40K? No, I think it was like 35K, 40K range, whatever. And then after, all the money just left. Like the money was just gone. Like I tried to go in the account and it was like frozen. And then I messaged this guy. This guy has a large following, by the way. He has like over 200K followers. So like I have 28,000 followers. He has almost over 250,000 followers. I don't know how much he has now, but he has a huge following. And I'm like, and I remember I messaged the guy and he's just like, whatever, like, okay, bro, it happens, right? Like, and I'm like, oh my God. I got so pissed. He's like, it happens in crypto. I'm like, bro, you're a scammer. And he's there on social media and he's still posting like, hey guys, look at my car. Look at my Lambo. Wow. Look at all this money that I have. But I ended up paying back my family, so they were good. But I just learned that, and I'll say this just to avoid scammers, is if you see someone online, me personally, like the people that I respect are like the Gary V. Like Gary V is not like, look at all my money. Like he doesn't, right? Gary V doesn't do that, right? When you see people like Alex Ramosi, like he's not, look at all my, they'll say like, oh, I made $100 million. But they won't be like, look at all my money. Look at my fancy car. Oh, look at my private jet that I'm flying in. This is my private jet. Oh, look at my big house. Look how nice my house is. Like they won't show the materialistic things. They'll just talk to you. And based on what you're hearing, you'll be like, oh man, that's so valuable. Oh, that's genius. Like, oh, I can implement that in my business. Like you're Ryan Serhant. Like they talk and you can just, that's very important. That's a great piece of information to know. So that's how I base it off now. So just be very careful when you see people who are flashing. Look at my nice watch. Look at my big house. Look at my car. Hey, take your money and put your money here. Like be careful with that. Like just personally, just don't trust that. That's my advice. Don't trust that. Be very, very careful with that. What platform was it? I wish I could remember. I don't even remember the platform because it was a scam. So I didn't bother. Like I don't even remember the number. But yeah. Good morning, Sergio. What platform are you using? Oh, what platform am I using? This is just TradingView. So it's literally TradingView. Platform is called TradingView. It's a great platform to do analysis and evaluate the crypto market. Wait, did you guys ask me a question? Sorry, you guys, I missed the question. Why you giving your money to someone else to trade? No, I didn't give my money to someone else to trade. He said, use this platform. This platform is absolutely amazing to do binary trading. And there wasn't a lot of platforms that offer binary trading. There were some platforms in Europe that did it, but I couldn't use it. He lived in the same country as me. He's like, use this platform. So I took my money and I put it on that platform. And that platform was a scam. And I think like he knew some type of scheme they had going on. So that's what happened. Never give your money to someone else to trade personally. I don't like someone you don't know at all. Like, here you go. Like, yeah. Hi. Someone said hi. Hi, mister. When is the formal meeting? I'm not sure. I have to check the date. That's a good question. What about staking on Binance? Is it okay? Oh, 100%. Binance is good. Binance is good. Let me give you guys just an easy rule of thumb to know if a platform is trustworthy or not. So when you go to this website is called CoinMarketCap. All right, go to this website if you're not sure what crypto platform you should use, if it's sketchy or not, right? You guys can go to market cap. Right here, it says exchanges, right? Crypto exchanges, right? You can click right there and then you'll see a list of a bunch of exchanges. If the exchange you want to use, right here, you will see them. These exchanges, right? Especially if you focus on the first top 10, you don't have to worry about them being very sketchy, right? These exchanges, you don't have to worry with these top 10 exchanges as much. Why don't you start with small? How about staking on Binance? So Binance is 100% good. Binance is the biggest crypto exchange in the world. So you can definitely use Binance. Why don't you start with small? What do you mean, why don't you start with small? So when it comes to investing and trading, it's always better personally if you have zero experience, start off with a smaller amount before you start moving to a big amount. Like start off with a smaller amount, you guys. Like don't just, if you got 10K, don't just say, oh, I got 10K. Now I'm gonna put in all my 10K in the market. Don't do that. Like you're new. You're new, you're not the best. So out of your 10K, put in maybe 2,000 and see how you do. Turn that 2,000 into 4,000. Be like, okay, I got this. And then maybe put in a little bit more. Trade, invest. I'd be like, okay, I'm doing good. Then put in a little bit more. Right? Go about it that way. Go about it that way. Is there any questions that I missed? Did anyone ask any questions that I missed at all? I'm pretty sure I'm answering everybody's questions, right? Thank you for the likes. Brown Desert Bloom. You've been showing a lot of love. Brown Desert Bloom. And I don't think I know it. I think this is the first time you're on my live. Array the Captain. Array, your face looks really familiar, Array. I know where you're from, Array. Array, you commented on one of my TikTok videos and you asked a question, didn't you? And I remember I responded with a video, right? Brown Desert said, yes, first time. You see, I knew it was your first time. When I see someone, I don't forget faces or names. I'm like, this person's new. Yes, you see, I was new. I remember, Array. I'm like, I know that face from somewhere. I hope the advice that I gave helped you out. Now, the first question that was asked was, you wanted my thoughts on that crypto. All right, you guys, everyone who asked the question, we're going to answer in chronological order. Okay, that's just the easiest way to do it so no one is left behind. Let's go look at this. Okay, let's take a look real quick. Small cap crypto, 117 mil. When did it came out? A while ago, back in 2020. Ooh, oh, nice. What is this? What is happening? Ooh, building good momentum. Okay, let's look at it. Oh, it's not even on Binance yet, and it's not on Coinbase yet. That's really good. Oh, very, very low liquidity. Don't like that. Okay, I'll tell you right now, if I'm putting money in this crypto project, I would put the smallest amount of money possible. Just because looking at this right now, I'll let you know, it'll be hard. Okay, so in crypto, you'll hear a lot of these people who are like, oh, some guy invested $100. Now they have $10 million. You'll hear about that in crypto, right? All the time. But the problem is they'll invest $100 and suddenly they have $10 million because the investment is super small cap crypto. And it's possible like that 100% does happen. But the problem is you might not be able to sell. And when I look at this crypto, it's giving me the same issue is that if you invest $1,000 in a crypto project like this, that has the 24-hour volume is so small. When it booms and it goes up really high, you'll have a really hard time selling because there's not enough buyers. Like I'm looking at this right now. Think about it. Let's say you buy something, right? You buy this, whatever. This is for my microphone. It goes here. Let's say you buy this. You want to sell it. You won't be able to sell it if no one wants to buy this. You won't be able to sell it. So that's the problem here. It'll be hard to sell. So be very careful. So if you are going to buy very, very, very little, like very little. Rule of thumb, just do 1% of the 24-hour traded volume. Okay. All right. I don't want to skip anybody. Can you please check Cardano? Cardano used to be one of my favorite crypto projects, but you guys know I don't get attached to crypto. Cardano used to be one of my favorite crypto project of all time. Like I love Cardano ADA. I'm like, Cardano's my favorite. I loved it so much. Even though it didn't make me I got it when it was a couple cents. For everyone who was in crypto, I made Cardano ADA, I think was the first TikTok video that I made back in maybe 2020 that got over 100,000 views. So I have a love for Cardano ADA. I bought when it was a couple of cents. It boomed all the way up here. This was back in 2019 and it boomed up here. So I love ADA. They were doing so much for Africa, partnered up with the Ethiopian government. They're doing so much for schools down there. ADA loved it. But can't get attached. We have to be willing to let it go. And I remember I sold all my ADA in the bull market. So here are my thoughts on ADA. Let's do the TA first, and then we'll jump into, hang on. Big potential. I love ADA. Thank you. Good point. Good point. Very helpful. Thank you. You're welcome, you guys. You're welcome. I hope you guys find everything I'm saying helpful. If you do like this stuff, everything, the crypto gems I'm saying, check out the website, litcrypto.ca, where I'm doing a crypto training. It's going to be more structured because right now I'm just sharing random information There's no step 1, 2, 3. In liquidcrypto.ca, doing the crypto trading, this is how I use AI crypto bot. Like these are the key things I look for. Like you have to look for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for trading, I look for 1, 2, 3, 4. For investing, I look for 1, 2, 3, 4. To make money passive income with the AI, I look for 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, so it's more structured. Here it's hard to do that because everyone has different questions, blah, blah, blah. And it's more of a market update. But if you're interested, go to the website right there. All right, now let's talk about ADA. Before I talk about ADA, here's my rule of thumb with any crypto project. Just remember, like I said, I love ADA. You guys look at me. I'm a black, dark-skinned man. I was born in Africa, Congo. Out of all the crypto projects, I didn't know like ADA was just doing so much for the continent of Africa as a whole. So I really like that. And I also love the fact that ADA was the most decentralized. Let me rephrase that. The most decentralized crypto was Bitcoin. Second was Cardano ADA, right? So it was super decentralized. And then on top of that, right, I hated the fact they were building so slow, but they're trying to build the country the right way. So I truly loved ADA. But when it comes to crypto, just remember, we don't fall in love with crypto. What we have to stay committed to is our goal. Meaning, and I always give this example, when I first got into crypto, what was my goal? My goal was I needed to pay off all my student loan, right? I went to university, I got a student loan, I went to study IT and business. So when I got out of school, I thought I was going to get a job that paid me like $100,000 a year. Reality kicked in, like that typically doesn't happen. End up getting a job that was paying me. I was making good money though, right? That wasn't paying me over $100,000 a year. So then I'm like, geez, I gotta learn how to make money with crypto. Like, I got to make money just doing investing. I gotta find another way. So then I got into investing and trading. I'm like, let me do this. So my goal was, man, I gotta pay off all my student loan, pay off all the student loan. So when my portfolio hit 6 figures, I'm like, oh dang, like this is crazy, right? It went a little bit higher, and then I started taking money and I paid off all my student loan. Now I wanted to keep more money in, but what I did was I looked at the crypto market, and this is what I recommend everyone to do. Look at the crypto market and just ask yourself, are prices looking like they're going to go down? And if the answer is yes, depending on what your goals are, sell. My goal was to pay off my student loan. So I'm like, prices look like they're going to go down. I got to pay off my student loan. I made great amount of profit. So then I sold, right? I looked at the market. I'm like, our prices look like they're going to go up. I'm like, they look like it's going to go up. I bought even more. Price ran up. Then I had my second goal, buy my first investment property, right? When it went up, I'm like, geez, I have enough money to buy my investment property. This is crazy. Geez, price kept going up, took money out, boom, used that money, bought an investment property, right? So my whole reason I'm saying that is that you have to be committed to your goal, right? What's your goal? I want to pay off all my credit card debt. That was one of my goals when I was new. I paid it all off, right? I want to pay off all my student loan, right? That was my goal. Paid off all the student loan. I want to buy investment property. That was my goal. Got the investment property. I want to invest in a business. That was my goal. Take that money, invest in businesses. So when it comes to crypto and you're looking at this crypto, ADA, XRP, Ethereum, Solana, whatever crypto project it is, you have to realize it's a company. It's a startup. Don't get attached. You go in, make your money, you leave, right? Be willing to sell. All right. So just got to say that. All right. So now Cardano ADA, let's deep dive into ADA. ADA is looking good because it's moving in a downwards direction, as you guys can see right here. Boom, boom. I like this, right? This downward direction is typically good, right? So what this is telling us is, actually, let's do here, right? Boom, right? So what this is telling us that ADA is reaching closer towards its apex. And then as ADA starts moving closer towards this apex, it's going to have some type of explosive move, right? So it's just repeating what it previously did, right? So, okay, look here, right? Here's an example. This is going to look ugly, but it's very similar structure, right? Very similar structure. You guys can see. Boom, boom. Here you can, this structure is different. It's actually not the same at all because this is performing lower lows significantly. Okay, so it's not the same. Okay, so I'll explain what this pattern is and how it typically plays out. So, okay, when you see something like this, here is the apex of the structure, right? So the movement starts to get tighter. We have our level of support, meaning every time ADA hits here, ADA runs up, right? And it makes sense. It's a round number. Remember what I said before? People like round numbers. People like round numbers. Psychology of trading. People like round numbers. So what does that mean? It means looking at ADA, what number is it? This is the 50 cents area. You guys can see 50 cents. So every time ADA gets close to 50 cents, what happens? People buy ADA. 50 cents, people buy ADA, right? Now, what's happening though, because it keeps getting rejected at these resistance, as you can see, multiple resistance, the movement's going to become tighter and tighter and tighter, right? Boom, boom, tighter. It gets tighter, 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 tighter. Like a bottle of wine. You're shaking down a bottle of wine and then bomb, it explodes, right? And that's exactly what's going to happen here. It's going to go like this. And then I expect we're going to see a massive explosion. And then we're going to see prices really break towards the upside. I expect that to happen just because, oh, my Mac is about to die. Let me charge it, you guys. Okay, right. Massive explosion towards the upside. Now, the reason why I expect that to happen is because of where we are in the cycle. We're leaning the bills that were just passed, the overall sentiment of crypto, and where we are in regards to the year. The crypto bills that were just passed. We're getting towards the end of the year where we know prices really boom towards those fall, winter season, right? On top of that, we're seeing this structure, which we know is an explosive structure, right? Price will move like this, boom, 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 boom. And then, bomb, it runs up and explodes toward the upside. Sometimes it goes like this and then it moves downwards, right? Like that happens too. But just because of the season we are in, that's what I'm expecting for ADA in regards to its next big move. Now, do I think ADA is I don't think ADA is going to reach a new all-time high. This is ADA's all-time high, $3.10. I covered ADA a lot when all of this was happening. I was like super pro ADA. What do you think about SUI? Good question, bro. I'll talk about SUI soon. I love SUI. Bought it when it was like 70 cents. Everyone in my community made a lot of money. So I don't think ADA is going to reach a new all-time high. I'll let you guys know that right now. As much as I like ADA, like I said, the goal is the money, the profit. I don't think ADA is going to reach a new all-time high this bull market. I can't see it happening. But I do see it running up and breaking this potential range and then seeing it run a little bit higher. ADA it broke $1, but it hasn't broken $1.50. Yeah, so that's what I see when I see Cardano ADA. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate the love you guys are giving. I think SUI will move faster to, okay, ADA should do $8. Okay, ADA, you guys. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a reality of ADA because I like ADA, you guys. Like I said, I don't hate ADA. I bought ADA back like in 2020. I don't know when you were in crypto, person who says ADA is going to hit $8. But this happened with ADA because I remember I was covering it in detail, ADA was finally getting smart contract capability. Charles Hopkins, the founder of ADA, was finally talking about it. Smart contract, smart contract. So ADA was actually like, there was so much hype on the anticipation of this happening for Cardano that it was pumping like crazy. Because the ADA community was so happy. And ADA was pumping so much that I remember the top 3 cryptocurrency was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then ADA. Like ADA blew up. I was so happy. My wallet was so plump. I was like, oh, right? Yeah. So then it hit the small contract capabilities and it happened in September, right? Remember I talked about crypto season? So ADA hit its all-time high in September. The crypto market kept pumping. ADA started going down because the hype was over. Like it got smart contract capability. It was out. Now people could finally start building on its ecosystem and ADA started moving downward. And you see this little run towards the upside because I was in the trenches. Like I remember this. Then ADA had this little run towards the upside, this little bump. Happened the month of November because like I said, historically, October, November is when crypto does its best. Because that's when Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. Bitcoin pumped like crazy, right? It was like, whoa, Bitcoin hit $68,000. We were all hyped. Yeah, $68,000. So then ADA finally did a little pump towards the upside. But then that's when Bitcoin also maxed out. And then Bitcoin started to move downwards. And it continued to drag ADA downwards as well. So now when you're saying, yo, ADA's going to go to $8, expect ADA. So then when Bitcoin started to go down, then ADA just kept going lower and lower and lower. So now when you look at ADA, for people to be like, okay, ADA's going to blow up. It's going to skyrocket. It's going to run back up again. It's like you have to have a reason that's more bullish than the previous bull run, right? There has to be something that's more hyped, that's more exciting, that's more bullish than ADA's first time getting smart contract capability to really see ADA run all the way up to hit a new all-time high. Because you're saying ADA is going to go to $8. $8 is all the way up here, man. Like, this is $8. ADA is all the way I can't even show $8, so I got to squish the screen so much. This is $8. Right. So I'm bullish on crypto, but we have to be realistic. And I think that's one of my strengths. I'm good at just being realistic, like looking at things as it is. Okay, there we go. It regained its focus on me. You guys, this camera is like $3,000 and it's struggling with autofocus. Like, really, bro? Okay, that's my thoughts on ADA. All right, next crypto. Gee, thank you so. Is that Richard? Thank you, Richard. Jeez, my boy Richard sent me that. Thank you so much. That's not Richard. That's Crypto Press. Thank you, Crypto Press. Okay, hang on. Everybody's question in order. What's the next question? How about HBAR? HBAR ISO token. HBAR did really well in the last few months. I think HBAR is in the same situation where buy HBAR. If you bought it at a good price, you definitely made a lot of profit with HBAR. I think where was HBAR here? I know HBAR was here. HBAR did really well this month. Like, I know it did because I remember I was peeping and I'm like, HBAR is looking beautiful. For the month, what do we do? Look at that, 84% for the month. Jeez, let's go. HBAR. HBAR. All right, HBAR did good. What are we looking at? So what are my thoughts on HBAR? You guys want to do HBAR? Okay. All right. So let's go see how HBAR is doing. All right. From the TA perspective, you guys want to see HBAR? Let's look at HBAR. All right. So first we're going to do long term and then we're going to do short term. All right. Ooh, I like this. All right. So for the long term, looking at HBAR, number one, we see this double bottom. HBAR definitely has to go down a little bit more before buying. I would maybe buy right here with that 20 cents price area. That's why I would look to enter my HBAR personally. But yeah, and then, look closely, actually, this neckline, it held this area very, very well, actually. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, HBAR. HBAR is looking solid. This could be a potential entrance for HBAR. If you're not in HBAR, this 23 pressure can be a potential entrance for HBAR. It held it really well. We see that bounce right here. See that right here? Bomb held that and then held that right here. So it could definitely be it. This isn't looking, it looks like a doji candle's developing right now. We'll see how that plays out. If it does go down, this is where I would look to enter HBAR. That's where I would look to enter HBAR. But HBAR, yeah, it falls under the ISO crypto project. So same with XRP, same with Cardano ADA. Like, they're kind of in the same class in regards to that. So I would treat HBAR the same way. So in regards to buy HBAR, that's when I would look to buy. I just want the RSI to reset because it's way too high. Like, if you are looking to buy HBAR, it's way too high. I don't buy when we're above the 50, right? It just, anything above here tells me it's expensive. Below here is kind of good. Under here is like ideal price to buy. A lot more better to buy, right? You can see right here, just looking at it, right? We see the overextension, right? Too expensive. It comes back down right here. Boom. Boom, it's on discount. You buy it's on discount, then it runs up, right? Runs up, bam, right here from the discount price. You guys see the discount price, then it runs up, boom, and then we take some profit. And just looking at this distance, this is a good run up. This is a really good run up. Look at that. That's 138% profit. You invest $10,000, then within what month is that? Within 2 months, now you're over 20K profit. You invest $5,000, you're over $10,000, right? This is beautiful. This is a really strong, healthy run up. So HBAR has a lot of momentum right now. So if I'm looking to buy, I just won't buy right now. I want to see HBAR kind of reset on the RSI, and I want to see it come back closer towards that level of support, and then I'll look to enter the crypto. All right, that's HBAR. Next crypto on the list that you guys want to know about. Yeah, if he doesn't cut rates, I think we can see some type of cut, but it depends on what the data is more. I think what the data he presents, because here's the thing though, the last meeting, they said that unemployment rate actually dropped, right? So we had more people working. They also mentioned that, I remember they spoke about consumer spending also increased. I don't remember the details of all the exact numbers they gave, but I remember throughout the board, everything was better than we expected. Like, we expected things to be worse, but because they were better, then we saw the market kind of start to pump. Which how we did see the market pump. So now going into tomorrow, when Powell does, first of all, when's that man gonna retire or resign? So when So now going into next meeting is I haven't checked yet to see what numbers we're expected to see. Because if we meet expectations or we surpass expectations, then it's going to be good. Now, he has spoken saying that he does want to hold rates, and Trump obviously wants to cut rates. Like everyone knows that, but we'll see. I just don't think we're going to see a massive drop throughout the market, like a huge, huge drop. I will say there has to be some type of reset. Prices can go down a little bit, but I don't expect to be like, yo, this is the end of everything. The EU deal was good. Yeah, when did Trump lock down that deal? Was that 2 days ago? I think that was 2 days ago when all that happened. Okay, so it's kind of this simple. When rates increase, crypto market goes down. When rates goes down, crypto market goes up, right? So you kind of have to view it this way. If it becomes more expensive to borrow money, big companies don't borrow money, right? They don't borrow money. The easiest way of explaining it, they're like tighter with their money. So because they're tighter with their money, there's less money flowing in the economy, right? So then we start seeing people being a lot more conservative. People are spending less. When people are spending less, the economy is actually shrinking. And we don't want that. We want the economy growing, right? Now, the economy typically grows when we cut interest rate. Because when we cut interest rate, what does that mean? More borrowing of money because rates are so low. You borrow money for what? To spend money, to grow your business, to blah, 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 blah. People are borrowing more money, spending more money. More money being spent, we're growing the economy. We're growing the economy. Everything is looking good. Institutions are spending money, so they're acquiring more stocks. They're acquiring more Bitcoin. They're acquiring more of those riskier assets. That's where crypto falls under, which pumps the market. That's typically how it works in a nutshell. To answer that question, Chainlink. What do I think about Chainlink? Did really good last bull market. I honestly don't think. I think Chainlink is one of those crypto projects where it should have done amazing, and for some reason, it's not doing amazing. I think Chainlink can still do very well especially with the new build that's passed, just because Chainlink technically is like the king of Oracle. And with the build that was passed with stable coins and now with RWA cryptos doing really well, you really want to take that real life data and put it on chain where Oracle's really good at that. But Oracle it's just been underperforming. Like fundamentally, when I look at the crypto project, I'm like, Link should be doing so well. Like Link should be crushing it, but it's just been underperforming. It's just, what is going on with my internet today? This is crazy right now. I gotta call Bell and complain. You guys, look how long this is taking. This is wild. See how long that took? Okay, hang on. I was talking about Chainlink prior with someone else. Yeah, so it's the same thing, right? So Chainlink falls under that category. It boomed in the last bull market. And then here you can see that's pretty much everyone here are looking to sell every time prices move up. So the sellers are overwhelming the buyers. Hence why it keeps pushing prices lower. It tempts to run up. People are selling, right? Tempted to run up again. People are selling again. So something special has to happen with Chainlink. I think the new build that passed can be pro Chainlink, but I think some of the RWA crypto projects, some of those newer ones like Exile was a newer one. That one can do really well. There's Raw AI. That one is a newer one. That one can do really well too. So yeah, I'm disappointed in Chainlink. It did really well last bull market, but yeah. H-bar. We already spoke about H-bar. Alchemy Pay, please. Oh, Alchemy Pay is competitive with X. Okay, hang on. I'm going too fast because there's some people that ask questions and I don't want anyone's questions to be missed. If the Fed interest rate cut doesn't happen on Thursday, how's it going to affect the market? The market is going to do really, really well. I want to hold crypto. Which app is best and safe to hold for the long and short term? That's a really good question, E. That is a good question. If you want to buy crypto, which one is the best to hold for long term and short term? So if you're doing short term, E, well, I don't know what your profile picture is, a E, but your name is a O. What country do you live in? Just because the platform you use should be based on the country that you live in. Because different country, different jurisdictions in regards to platform laws, blah, 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 blah. So let me know what country you live in, and I can tell you which platform you should be using. Now, when it comes to trading, it's a lot easier. There's two platforms that I think are really good for trading. Platform number one, Norway. Oh, you live in Norway? Oh, geez. Array. Okay, I live in Canada too, right? So Norway. Okay, so these are okay. I'm gonna give you platforms that are no KYC. So being in Norway, you can still use it. Use Blowfin. All right, Blowfin. Right, this platform is really good for short term. This is making money in the short term. So even if you live in Canada, so this is for you, alright, you can use this too. Blowfin, bomb is fire. The other one that I use, this one, right? This is for short-term trade. Now, out of those two, if you're new, just use Blowfin, right? Right, boom. I think this one's better. It has more cryptos. Like, so use Blowfin. And then if you want another one, then use this one too, right? Now, if you want long-term, you shouldn't use any crypto exchange. If you want to buy crypto for the long term, is just buy crypto on. Yo, that's crazy. I got 4,200 likes. Whoa, you guys gave me a lot of likes today. Thank you so much, you guys. It just boom, I get like these notifications telling me. So then on crypto or Kraken. Yeah, so Kraken is okay. So all right, Kraken, remember what I said at the beginning? I said, hey, depending on where you live, you should use different platforms, right? So this is more based on him for Norway, if he's looking for a platform to trade with for short-term trading. Now, if you're looking for a platform for long-term, your situation, rate the cat. And this is what I want to say with crypto. You guys have to realize that crypto advice for one person might not be the best advice for you, right? So I'm just giving advice based on what I know of that person. But just because I say something, it might not be best for you. But what I just said right now can relate to all of you guys, all 55 of you guys. If the number one platform I would pick is Blowfin. After Blowfin, I would also check out BitUnix, number 2 platform. So that's it. Now, for you, Array, if you want to invest for the long term, I would use Kraken just because you live in Canada, so you can e-transfer money into like Kraken. So literally, you just said an e-transfer from Kraken, whoever you bank with. You probably bank with TD or RBC or CIBC, whoever. You can e-transfer money in, and then you can buy the crypto on Kraken. But if you want to hold the crypto for a really, really long time, just get a hardware wallet. Get a hardware wallet. So you can get a ledger. These are hardware wallets, you guys. Here it is. So this, if you want to hold your crypto for a long time, you can hold it on the ledger. So this is like, for me, I buy crypto. So when my wife and I got married, I think, when was my son born? So I've been married for like, 8 years? My son is 3 years old, right? So when my wife and I got married, she told me, we're like, oh, let's have kids. All right, let's have kids. I want to have kids, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Decided to have kids. Boom. Mini-me was born. I got my boy. Got a mini-me. Yes. Bomb. Okay. When my wife told me I was pregnant with mini-me, guess what I did? I got what about Ledger Nano S? Those are actually coming off the Array, the captain. I'm pretty sure the Ledger Nano S, they announced that they won't be supporting them anymore. The Ledger Nano S. So you have to look into that. Is it the X or the S? It's one of those. I'm pretty sure Ledger announced they won't be supporting that anymore. So you have to be really careful. Thank you. X is still support. Well, they announced there's one that they will not be supporting anymore. I don't remember which one. They announced it not too long ago, right? So if you want to buy crypto for the long term, this is what you get, a hardware wallet. Like I said, I've been buying crypto for my son before he was even born, right? He has a good amount of crypto, right? So that the day he gets married or the day whenever I feel suit, I will give him all of his crypto. Be like, here you go, son. I had this for over 20 years. I've been buying it. So for my son, I just dollar cost average. Now, when it's because crypto moves in cycles, it's kind of like this is the bear market, right? So here I did like massive accumulation, buying a lot. Now with prices moving up here, I'm not really buying that much. I'm buying very, very little. During these dips, I'll accumulate. During these massive uptrend, I'm not buying. During these dips, I will definitely buy. I'm definitely buying, right? So massive accumulation during the bear market, pretty much no accumulation during the spike, accumulation during the massive retracement, very, 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 very little accumulation during the uprun, another big chunk accumulate during pullbacks. That's for your long term. That's my long term strategy. That's what I do. Served me well. Pass it along to you guys. Hopefully that helps you, not just for long term, Yeah. Bro, how do you move 2 minutes to learn notification in Coinbase? What? Okay, wait, I'm trying to read your question. How do I remove 2 minutes to learn notification in Coinbase? So I don't trade on Coinbase. How do you to get notifications on Coin? I don't use Coinbase for notifications. So what I do, this platform right here I'm using is called TradingView, right? So on TradingView, you can set notifications. So TradingView, you can go on your phone, download the app called TradingView on your cell phone, and then you can set your alerts here. So I can come here and I can go here, look, alert me when crypto drops to this price right here. I just set an alert. I can tell. I can even set a message. What's the message alert? Buy now, right? And I can just say whatever I want. Yo, crypto dipped by 7K. All right. Save. So now when I'm out and I'm about a date night with my wife, all my friends were together at a restaurant, or I'm out working out at the gym, whatever I'm doing, I'm with my boys, or whatever it is, I get a notification on my phone and it'll come up, say, hey, buy crypto, Bitcoin dip. I'm like, oh, I analyzed the market. I already told myself I'm going to buy once it reaches this level. I pop up my phone and I buy. So just get the TradingView app. It's a lot better and it just alerts and lets you analyze the market way better. Oh, I think that's the question you were asking. I think I answered it right. Jiggle 25. If I didn't answer it right, reword it. Not just for long term. So if you want to make short-term profit, my guy, we focus more on T8. What's your question? Treasure hardware wallet is good too. Oh, geez, thank you for all the likes. Anna, Max, thank you for all the likes. Appreciate the love. I appreciate that. Okay, in Coinbase, you go to the actual coin and set the notification. Yeah, so in any crypto, you have to do the exact same thing. You have to go to the actual coin and set the notification. Any wire is visible to hold long term on Coinbase wallet. Nah, man, don't. Like people say you can. Okay, I'll put it this way. All right. Anything that's on the internet can be hacked. Like anything that's on the internet is hackable, right? So let's look at worst case scenario. Your bank account, right? Bank account gets hacked. Like you work so hard to make that first $1 million and then you lose it. And it's like, oh, right? Like people get hacked, right? Or even if your bank account just has like whatever amount you have in your bank account, right? You're working your 9 to 5, you're working hard, you're trying to do your thing, you put your money in your bank account and then it gets hacked. So that sucks. Anything on the internet is hackable. Do you guys think something that is not on the internet cannot get hacked? Like you can't like there's no signal. It's not on any network. So that's why when you look at crypto and you're like, the number one safest way to keep your crypto safe is by taking it off the network so that it's not hacked. Like you have it. Like the only ways for someone to hack it is like they break into your house and they find it and like they take it. So if you're holding crypto for a long time and you're holding a lot of it, or even when you're starting to hold, like I remember when I started buying crypto for my son, I was doing like 3,000-4,000 a week. Like 4,000 you lose, it's not going to do anything, right? But if I buying that amount and I keep it on for 1 year, that adds up to a good chunk of money. And if I lose that, I'll be like, I would be heated, right? So the safest way, just take it, put it in a hardware wallet, and then boom. So what thing you can do is you can dollar cost average whatever amount you're doing, $1,000 a week or $1,000 a month or $10 a week or $10 a month, right? $10. Okay, let's say you're doing $100 a month, right? I'll keep $100 a month on the exchange. Next month, another $100 I'll keep. And next month, another 100 I'll keep. 100. Once I start looking at it, I'm like, yo, like, I'm at like $3,000. Like, I don't want to lose $3,000. I will take it and then I take it off and I put it in my hardware wallet. And then I still have $100 there. Then I keep going, keep buying another 100, keep buying. Then it gets to like 2,000. I'm like, oh, 2,000? That's a good amount. I don't want to lose 2,000. Then I'll take it off, right? And I keep doing that again and again and again. The other thing what you can do is if you want, especially if you're holding for long term like me, and I think you should do long term and short term. That's what I do. I make money long term and short term, right? Okay, let's just say you're buying crypto for long term. Some of your long term crypto, right? You can take some of it. So let's say you have $250,000 in long term. Let's just say you can take 10K keep it on a crypto platform and stake it so that it's making you passive income, right? But then the other 230K, you can keep it stored in your hardware wallet, right? And then you can just keep doing that. Right, that's for a more long-term strategy. I answered that question. Never leave meaningful crypto on an exchange. Just hold. Greg, 100%. That's what I'm saying, my guy. Don't leave. It's better. What was your thoughts on privacy coin? Yeah, I don't like this. Okay, so I'll just say this. Crypto sectors that I expect to do the absolute best, like in the sense where I used to, when I first got new into crypto, when I first got into trading, I would make money and I would be happy because I made money, right? Like, geez, squeeze. I know, right? Green Rover, right? Like, this is crazy. Bro, people got, oh my goodness. I feel, when I see this, I'm like, this is wild. This is insane. All right. So here are the sectors that I think are going to do really well in crypto. And I'll just let you guys know. Number one, I think RWA cryptos are going to do so well right now. Hey, for everyone who doesn't know, we're like, how do I find these? What is he talking about? Right here, when you go to CoinMarketCap, right here, RWA, boom, 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 scroll. You can, what in the world? Where is it? How come it's not here? Okay, here you go, right here. Okay, click on that. So RWA crypto project, I think they're going to do really well just because with the bills that Donald Trump passed, you're going to see that happening with different things being tokenized in the world of crypto, with the whole digital currency stable coin backing up US dollar. Like there's a RWA aspect to that, right? Like, because everything is audited now, everything has to back up to US Treasury. So anyone that's creating their own stable coin has to be backed up by the US Treasury, right? That's RWA. Like, that's RWA to its, like, what the US did was genius. Like, it makes sense. Like, it protects the US dollars a lot. So I think RWA is going to do really well. The other project that I think are going to continue to do well are not necessarily AI tokens. Because I feel like everyone thinks, oh, AI. AI tokens did well. But where AI tokens actually did really well, they did really well right here in this first run up. Let me switch. This is when AI tokens did crazy. Between this run up, this when AI tokens did insane. This second leg, AI tokens didn't do that well. Here, I remember we had a few that did 100x. Akash did 100x for the community, right? That one did really well in the community. I remember that. I think that was the AI that we spoke about that did 100x. So I know that one. There's a few others that did really well too, but AI did really well this wave. This wave, not so much. Other crypto projects that I think will do really well are crypto projects that are based on collecting data for AI. So anything to do with like machine learning can do really well. Things in robotic, I think, will do really well. So RWA, data driven for AI and robotics, I think will do really well. So those are the three sectors I think will boom. Oh, and also this sector I think will do really well. I forgot. Sectors that help with tokenization. CRV, I think, CVX, any crypto that helps with tokenization is going to do really well. It's because the bill that Donald Trump passed, right? Like, hey, whatever asset you have. I think even Donald Trump, there's some of his property he wants to tokenize. I'm pretty sure I have to look more into it. But yeah, I think they'll do really well. Okay. You know what they say, right? JStack. I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you check ESX? Sorry. I bought Alchemy Paid last bull market. I didn't buy it. Like, I'm not holding it right now. Thoughts on XRP and HBAR? Oh, I'll talk about it right now. Okay, hang on. Wait, I want to go in order because I don't want to miss what anybody said, right? I want to answer everybody's question in order. Let's go. So, sorry. ESX is a tokenizing real estate. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Like I just spoke about tokenizing, projects that focus on tokenization. The only thing you have to realize is that the question you have to ask yourself isn't, okay, this project does tokenize real estate. Okay, makes sense. Okay, great. There are other crypto projects that tokenize. There is, what's that one? It's like, what was it? I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. Hang on. There was another one that did the same thing. Oh, here it is. STBU. This one does the exact same thing, right? This project helps tokenizes, right? They help tokenizes. Past 1 day, 18%. The past 7 days, 34%. The past month, 105% in the past month, right? So just because one crypto project, yeah, they do tokenize, what you have to ask yourself is, okay, which one of these crypto projects, remember they're companies or businesses, will people actually use, right? And in the world of crypto, it's really, really difficult once a crypto project has marketed itself, has like positioned itself as the king in that category. It's really, 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 really hard to knock it down. For example, when you look at crypto, right? Ethereum is like the king. Ethereum's the king of DeFi. Like, it's really hard for a crypto to come and outthrow Ethereum to become the number one DeFi crypto project. To become this crypto project now has the largest ecosystem. Ethereum is that crypto. Now, can it get overthrown? 110% it can get overthrown. But because it's already number one, it's like, it's going to be really hard. So the crypto project you showed me, it seems like the super small cap. It just launched. It definitely has potential. It can do well. But I'm just saying, just be aware that there's other ones who are a little bit ahead of the game when it comes to it. So if I were you and I'm like, oh, which crypto project? Thank you for the likes, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the like. So if I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, which crypto project is the one I should invest in? You named one that I just don't know, the one that launched last month. And then there's the one that I just spoke about that's a little bit more seasoned is, all right, which one should I invest my money in? Just to be safe, really easy rule of thumb, all right? If you have $1,000 and that's all you have, and there's two crypto projects and you're trying to decide which one you should put your money in, and you don't want to lose your money, like that's all you have is $1,000, take most of your money, put it in the crypto project that is more established. The crypto project that has a larger market cap. So you can do like 60 in the one that's more established, right? And then 40 in the more riskier one, or 70 in the one that's a little bit risky. Because instead of seeing crypto as like, oh, what crypto is this? You have to view it more like, this is a company that does, or am I going to trust a company that's been around for like 10 years that does the same? Like, I want landscaping done. They just opened up. These guys been doing it for 10 years. Like, look at their portfolio. They're steep. Like, look at all the jobs they've done. These guys are completely brand new. So view it like that, and it helps you make more smarter investment decisions, because that's what crypto is, right? They're all companies. Like, they're all startup tech companies. And if you view it like that, I think it helps you make better financial decisions. I hope that helped. Did that help? You guys liked it? You guys like that? Thank you. Brown Desert Blue. I see the likes. If you like that, give me a like. Just tap the screen if you like that. Like, that is good stuff. Thank you. Bo liked the screen. Yo, kids, DJ, Amir, Nathan, Craig, I appreciate it. You guys are a vibe. If you guys are liking everything I'm sharing, you guys can check the link in my bio. It's called litcrypto.ca, where I'm doing more of a structured lesson, of everything in crypto, where I think to crush it in crypto, right? Like, you try to learn this, then learn this, right? I think for me to make my first 100K in crypto, I had to go through like all these loops, right? Because I learned from someone, but he was really focused on like trading stocks. And then I took all that information from day trading stocks. I applied it into crypto, and then did it, made my first 10K, 50K, 100K, 200, 300K, 400K. So like, I just think that there's a structure, certain things you should learn first. And I'm kind of breaking that down for investing, for trading, how to use AI, crypto, blah. Links in the bio, litcrypto.ca. Check it out. We'll be doing that live training more structured. All right, let's go. Jeez, ARB advertising. What's up? How you doing, my guy? When I was brand new to crypto, one mistake that I would do was someone would tell me about a crypto project, right? And it was always big influencers, bro. Like, I don't know if you guys went through this. I would see someone, like, I'm just trying to learn, right? I see someone on YouTube and they have like millions of followers. I'm like, oh man, like this guy has, sorry, move over. This guy has like millions of followers. And he's like, you guys buy this crypto. I'm like, all right, boom. And I go and I buy it. And it'll go up one day. I'm like, yeah, it's just going up. I wake up the next day in the morning, grab my phone, see how the crypto's doing. Bomb. I'm down. I'm like, oh my gosh. Next day, I'm like, all right, he said buy. Don't worry. This guy has 1 million followers. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. Boom. Goes down again. I'm like, oh my gosh. Day after day. Crypto project never went up. And I'm like, okay, sell. Just sell. Take the L. And I find another guy. He has millions of followers. It was always the guys that had so many followers. And then they had a lot of fun. He's like, buy this crypto. I'm like, okay, all right. I bought the crypto. I went up for one day. I'm like, yeah. And I went up for 2 days. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is good. This is good. I'm really happy. Third day, massive drop. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what is going on? Every time these people tell me to buy, I buy the crypto, prices goes down. I'm like, what is my bad luck? Like, what is going on with me? And then that's when I learned the reality of crypto, which that number one is a lot of times when people are saying buy a crypto, they've already bought it a long time ago. They might have bought it 8 months ago, and now the crypto's done a 10x. They're like, hey guys, I bought this crypto, did a 10x, buy it, right? Because it did a 10x, all those other people are selling. So they bought it a long time ago, right? So note that. And then number two is it could have been a sponsorship where they got paid by that crypto project to say, hey, promote our crypto project, talk about it, right? And then number three, you have to realize that when crypto is pumping, it's actually the worst time to buy it. You always want to buy it when prices are going down. So then I'm like, I just have to learn how to invest and trade for myself. I just really have to learn how to do this. And then I locked down and I just had to learn how to do it. And I did. And then I started being more profitable. So you're someone who's just listening to what people are saying when people are like, buy this crypto. Like, that's why I'll never be like, buy this crypto right now. Like, don't do that. That's why when I post a video, I'll be like, hey, check out this crypto project. Like, put it on your watch list. Like, just be mindful. Like, keep an eye on it so that when it does dip and it's a good buying opportunity, and then you buy in and then then when it runs up, you're like, yeah, I made my money, right? So just note that. Buy Paul Shane. Yeah, I heard of Paul Shane. I'm doing good. ARB Advertising. JZ, what crypto should we invest in? I'll give you guys some cryptos right now that I personally think that are good. Now, keep in mind, like I said, still learning, bro. I knew it. Yes, I knew it. JZ, I don't forget my people. I don't forget. You're still learning. I hope you at least made some money in the because last time when we spoke, when we got on Zoom, that was a while ago. It was at least 4 months ago. I just want to see you win. Because I remember you were telling me about some of your mates, how they're crushing it. They're doing really well. I hope you're doing well too. You got a great memory. Thank you. So I just hope you made some money. It's hard because sometimes it's hard with TikTok because you guys just have your profile picture and your profile picture isn't your face. So I have to just remember the name and then the conversation we had. But I hope you made some money. I'll give you guys some like trustworthy, like large cap cryptos. Like, okay, these are large cap. These can do really well. And then I'll give you more of like, so large cap, like, okay, these can do a 1x, 2x, 3x. And then I'll give you more of the smaller cap cryptos that have like big potential. All right. So small cap cryptos, I'll give you guys like 5 or something like in total. All right. Bitcoin, number 1. Bitcoin's king. I don't even have to tell you just because it doesn't matter when. So new all-time high, Bitcoin. All right, next one. ETH. You write ETH because Ethereum is the number one. There's Bitcoin and then the Ethereum, the number one crypto project that's being consumed by institutions, right? Really good because you have to think about it. People like you and me will buy a crypto, right? Like you'll dump $100K in, or people that are more newer, right? Like you dump $500 and $1,000 in, right? After that, you double your money, you 3x your money. What are you going to do? You're typically going to sell your crypto within that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, 1 year period. You'll sell your crypto. Institutions, they're not going to sell after 3 months, after 5 months, right? After BlackRock just invested $700 million into Ethereum last week, 6 to 700 million. They're not selling 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months from now. When the bear market comes, they're not going to suddenly sell all their Ethereum and lose over $700 million because they're like, oh, it's the bear market. Like, they don't do that. That's not how they invest. They've been doing this longer than we've been alive. So number 2, look at another one. If you're brand new, a lot of people are sleeping on BNB. I've been telling people to buy BNB. I don't know why no one takes me seriously when I say BNB. BNB just locked down, $500 million contract last week? It's one of the 4 crypto projects where every single cycle, it reaches all-time high, and then all-time high. Like BNB. I don't know why people are sleeping on BNB, okay? BNB. Next one on the list, Solana. Yes, Sol. Why? Number 1, Sol reaches new all-time high all the time, and Sol's the next crypto project to have an ETF. We saw what happened with the Bitcoin ETF, how it skyrocketed the price of Bitcoin. We saw what's happening with the Ethereum ETF right now. This is why billions of dollars are going into Ethereum. Next ETF to be launched is Solana. So Solana is on the list as well. It hasn't been accepted, but I'm very, very confident it will, right? Very, very confident it will because Canada accepted it. US is now, they presented it to the House. US, even though they delayed it, they also delayed the Ethereum one. They end up accepting it. So hence why I believe they are going to accept a Solana ETF, right? So I think Solana ETF is next in charge. Now, those are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those are some big ones. Now, I'm give you guys some small ones that I've been talking about. Oh, Hype, Sui. Yes, Sui. I spoke about Sui. Bought Sui long time ago. I bought Sui when it was 70 cents. You guys already know how I feel about Sui. Bought it when it was 70 cents. Spoke in the community group chat, and I said, hey, it's at $5. We got to take some profit. And we took profit. Great. Bought back in again when it was, I don't remember, but we bought back in, ran up. We all made profit. Great. Sui's another one. Let's go even smaller cap now. Let's start going a little bit smaller. So what did I say? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, Sui, also Liquid. Yep. Sorry, Hype. Yes. Let's start going small now. The ones that aren't so popular that people don't talk about. Say did very well as well. This past few, what was that? No way. Say was one of the top performing crypto projects. I remember Say did a really good run. Yeah. I remember we got Say, we bought it when, we bought Say. Yeah, I remember. What price did we buy Say at? I remember this downtrend. I think we bought Say. Okay, regardless, Say's on the list. All right, Say's one of the crypto project. I think had potential that was on the list. I think it was the state of Naomi that selected Say as, what did they pick Say as? I don't remember, it's slipping my mind, but Say was on the list. Other one that was on the list I've been talking about lately on my social media is KTA. This one has been booming. This bad boy, whoo. KTA, I spoke a lot about KTA. My thing with KTA is this. I like it because it is really fast. Like it's even faster than Solana. And I like it. It's cheap. Very, very, very cheap, which is really good. I love that. The only challenge is that it doesn't have as much use cases as some of its other competitors, right? But it's booming. Like just this month. Like everyone, I spoke about, so I talked about saying the community when it was 77 cents. And then I said, let's look to buy when it was around 70 cents. So everybody made a killing. Everyone made a killing. Everyone did really well. And it's in a very short period of time. So this one as well. I said I was going to give you 5. I think I gave you guys like 6 or 7. And then I give one more. And ENS, check out ENS. ENS also as well, you guys. Check out ENS. It's another one that's been crushing it. I think we traded it. Like, when did I talk about it in the community? I don't remember. I think it was a few weeks ago, not too long ago. It was a few weeks ago. But ENS also did really well. Spoke about this one. So there you go. I gave you guys some crypto projects that aren't. I gave you guys some of the mainstream ones, big, large crypto. And then I gave you guys some cryptos that not everyone is talking about. Not everyone's hyped about that have really good potential or has already been showing that they're doing really well. Right? So keep those, remember those crypto projects, mark them on your list. So yeah, if you guys like these gems, click the link in the bio, latecrypto.ca, where I'm hosting crypto, more of a structured lesson, like 1, 2, 3 to crush it in crypto, sharing essential crypto secrets that I wish I knew when I was new. It would have helped me succeed way faster. All right, next. I think I answered everybody's question. What about Ondo? Yeah, Ondo can do well. Spartan, Germany? Are you from Germany? Do you live in Germany, bro? How about Ondo and Algo? Oliver Broski, welcome to the chat. Yeah, bro. Oh, you're in Germany. That's so cool. My little brother was born in Germany. I used to live in Germany, believe it or not, because we went from Africa then to Europe, and then we lived in Germany for a little while. No, my bad. You guys want to know about Ondo and Algo. All right, let's go look at Ongo. Let's go look at Ondo. Ooh, Ondo's looking good. Ooh, look at this. I like what I'll see. So let's acknowledge the fact that number one, Ondo is at this level of support. So we have double support right now looking at Ondo. Support level number 1 is this line that I drew right here. We see this bounce here. But then if you zoom in closely, look how it got rejected right here, right? We see the rejection right here. Like, again, very close, get rejected. And if we go further out, we can see this consolidation. Held. So clearly this level has been respected, and Ondo has respected it really well, right? During multiple point of contact. Now you can even go further, like look, boom, it respects that area, right? Consolidation, the area is being respected, right? So I like that. So, number one, I like that. Second, we're moving the upwards trend. Now, we do know this structure does break towards the downside. So just know this structure typically does break towards the downside. But what I like is that even though the structure typically breaks towards the downside, it does move up like this, right? So it plays out like this, like something like this. Boom, 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 boom. That's how it goes. Ondo is at number one. We see that bounce here coming back down. And then we see that we're on the bottom side of the RSI. I like that. I like the fact we're on the bottom side of the RSI. So we have one congruent, two level of congruency right here lining up, right? 1, 2, and then 3, this line right here. So I like this. When I see this, it makes me happy. So if I want to take a quick entrance, I'll take an entrance there. One thing I will say is that you have to just be mindful of what Jerome Powell says this upcoming week in regards to interest rates, right? When they have their formal meeting. So that will affect the market. But I like where Ondo's going right now. When I see this chart, I wouldn't mind doing a little accumulation right here, especially depending on when you bought it at, right? I wouldn't mind buying a little bit right there because this seems like it can easily bounce back off this range, continue to run back up. But just know this pattern typically moves like this, right? It typically moves like that. But I wouldn't mind buying a little bit right there. That's what I see. I hope RWA will be big in the future. I think Chainlink in combo with Ondo gonna be crazy. Yeah, so Spartan, yeah, I think we spoke about RWA and I spoke about Chainlink too. So RWA and Chainlink, like they should do well, right? Oh, Tron. So yes, I think they should do really well. Okay. Dom, is your name Dominique? Because I have a friend who goes by Dom, and then her whole name is Dominique. Tron, what happened with Tron? There was something that happened with Tron. I was reading it this morning, and it was really good. What was it? It was a company. They're raising ridiculous amount of money. They want to buy more Tron. There's something happening with Tron that was there was something happening with Tron. Sorry, Dom. There was something happening with Tron that was really good. Even when you look at the top cryptos that are being looked at right now, Tron was actually, oh, that's TRX, Tron, right? Tron, yeah, TRX, Tron. The reason I saw TRX, it threw me off. Yeah, Tron. There's something happening with Tron. There's a company that's raising money, like a large amount of money because they want to buy more Tron. That's what I remember. But okay, let's go through Tron real quick in regards to TA. Let's go look at Tron. Oh, you see, this is what I mean, right? So Tron did this massive explosion, right? Like I said, the good news, it happened this week. There's I forget which company it was. It's a publicly traded company. They're accumulating more crypto and they want to buy a buttload more of Tron. I don't remember which company it was, but yeah. So ideally, when I look at Tron, let's take a look at Tron and see what we can find. Why isn't this working? No volume. Oh, insufficient volume. Okay, that sucks. Okay, let's look at it for the short term. Oh man, I don't like this. Is a value gap. Okay, so side note, just so everyone knows, for everyone who wants to trade, who's into trading, when you see something like this, right, where prices just run up really quick, this is called a value gap. So when you see something like this, it's a huge indication that you're going to see prices run up. It can consolidate, whatever, but it's typically going to go down. Sometimes there's a good chance you'll see it go down toward this area right here. So let's draw this out real quick. Bear with me, you guys. So it would be around here. Yeah. But the consolidation is actually closer towards here. This looks like a cup and handle. Yeah, it did perform a itty bitty cup and handle pattern. Actually, yeah, I see it now. I'm like, it kind of looks like a cup and handle, but I couldn't find the handle. So it did. It went right here. This was the neckline, right? It ran up. It created this resistance right here. And it did its vroom, right? A little pullback. Came up, then another little pullback, and then boom, and then skyrocket. You guys see the cup and handle now? The cup and the handle, right? Cup and handle structure. But because it did such a crazy move towards the upside, I actually think we're going to see Tron retrace down a little bit further down here. I don't think that's too big of a drop from where it is right now. Potentially see it go down another, that 2% drop-ish, even potentially 2.8. To see it go down just a little further closer towards this zone. and then it runs back up. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised. And then it starts to run back up. Yeah, so that's what I see when I see Tron. I wouldn't buy this right now. I would wait for the pullback for prices to come closer towards that $1.30, $1.20 price range. Personally, it's like when you see a move like this, like it's just very sharp, strong upwards trend direction. It retraces. So when you see it started to consolidate here. I see that. Okay. I don't like the way this is different. It's consolidating. Here it's performing higher highs. This is moving downwards, and then this is moving high. Where the movements are going to get smaller, and it's going to have a really big move soon. And I think it's probably going to go down before it goes higher. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's consolidating now. Okay, so what's happening here is prices did a crazy boom toward the upside. So it kind of view like this. Imagine someone who's running, right? They're sprinting, they're running, right? Sprinting, running, covering a lot of distance super fast, right? But then what happens, that person gets tired and needs to rest, kind of like you see here. They ran up again and they're going to get tired, right? So now, during this consolidation where prices are bouncing up and down, there's a fight happening between buyers and sellers. Some people who bought it a long time ago, like all the way down here, are like, oh, I'm selling. Like, I'm taking my profit, right? And then new people are coming in and they're buying in. Hence why we see prices run up, then come back down. It runs up, it comes back. New people buy, old people sell, right? So that's exactly what's happening right now. So because we're seeing who's going to win, the buyer, the sellers, the buyers, the sellers, the buyers. Sellers win, blah, massive drop towards the downside. Buyers win, then we see an explosion back towards the upside. So during consolidation, I actually don't really like to trade when I see a crypto consolidating because it can go either way. You're not really sure how it can move. Now, whatever Bitcoin does, every crypto project is going to follow suit and do the exact same thing, right? Like that's just the rule of thumb. So Bitcoin is looking like it's probably going to run towards the upside, meaning this is probably looking like it's going to run towards the upside. But I wouldn't buy here. If I'm looking at consolidation, which I don't like buying, and I'll have to buy during consolidation because I think it's going to boom, I'll try to buy during the bottom of this. You can see there was a bottom again. So I'd wait till prices moves down and then I would buy toward the bottom. Just because now I'm setting myself up if prices do break below here, right? And then wait for it to break past this level of support. And then all of this, just the distance between here and here will be profit. That's for short-term trade. All right. Oh, you guys, I'm getting thirsty. Didn't even finish my morning shake that the wifey blessed me with. Litecoin, Greg. My thoughts on Litecoin is Litecoin did really well last month. Sorry, not last month. Like within the last month, Litecoin did really well. I would take my profit off Litecoin. You don't have to sell all of it, but I would definitely take my profit off the Litecoin. Okay. Whoa. I'm just seeing all the notifications of everything that's been happening lately. Because I haven't been looking at the chat. This is crazy. Oh, it's updating all your guys' questions because questions were coming in and I didn't see it. Jeez, this is wild. Whoa, I'm seeing everything now come in. Okay. All right. Air drone did well. Okay, I'll do air drone. This will be the last crypto I do. And then I am gone. Oh, what? Hang on one sec. Okay. All right, air drone. All right, you guys want me to do air drone, air drone, air drone, air drone. You got into, you want me to talk about Zora? All right, let's talk about Zora instead because you have money in Zora. Okay. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. You got in when it was 11 cents. So you bought right here. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. 11 cents, 11 cents, 11 cents, 11 cents. So let's just say this is 11 cents. I got you. How much? Let's see percentage profit that is. So right now you are up 600. You did 612%. You did 60x. So let's say you did 10K. Right now you're 600K. Okay, so here are our, well, number one, you should definitely take profit overall because you did a 60x. Prices looks like it's going to retrace down a little bit. Oh, I just got a notification from one of my cryptos. It might be reaching the buy level. All right, let me hurry up. Gotta hurry up. Okay, prices looks like it's going to retrace down a little bit towards the 62 cents price range. So if I put in 10K, or let's say you put in just $1,000 and you did a 60x on it, so now you're at 60K, I would definitely take a profit on this, right? Like this massive retracement. So there's a high likelihood you're going to see a move like this, right? And it's going to come down to retrace it and then it could potentially move up. Because the thing that I'm worried about is here was the uptrend movement. Then we see the pullback. Then we see the uptrend again. And then we see the pullback. So it's very normal for it to run back to this area right here, the golden area, and then continue to run back towards the upside. It's very, very normal for it to do that. It makes perfect sense, right? We see the overextension right here. And probably even when you look at your band, is probably not super overextended towards the top. Yeah, look, it's not even super extended over towards the top. And we can stay within the middle, like middle movement right here. Okay, so if you look here, like it can stay within the middle. It just doesn't happen. We see it came back down, boom, back towards the middle, right? We can stay on the outside, came back in the middle, ran back up, came back in the middle, right? But it's just way too overextended. It has to catch up, right? So I won't be surprised if we see a healthy pullback before prices really start moving back up. Okay, let's do Arrow. Oh, wow. Arrow is dropping. What's going on? It's having a massive drop towards the downside. Thanks, bro. I wish I had to put more money, but I only put in $100. Oh, you only put in $100? So you made... See, you're at $6,000 in if you put in $100. That's still good, bro. You turn $100 $6,000. That's amazing. When I was brand new, I only put in $5. So good work. And I still got up to 6 figures. So you can definitely do it. That was a good find. Okay, good work. You should be proud of yourself, bro. Don't feel bad for yourself or nothing. I got lucky on it. Bro, you got lucky. You're good luck, man. That's still good. I'd rather be like, I'm a lucky guy than an unlucky guy. You know, show yourself some love, bro. Like, you're a lucky guy. That's what you do. Yo, are you taking the chart request? So yeah, like I'd rather be a lucky guy than an unlucky guy, right? So good work. Be proud of yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. There's people who are right now in crypto. They're like, dang, they just saw what your comment, like you turned $100 to $6,000. There's people that are like, I wish I could have made just half of that, right? So good work. All right, so Algo is going to probably have a bounce towards the upside because prices have retraced a lot. I don't know exactly what's happening to it fundamentally, but based on just TA, I'm just doing just based on TA. This is air drone. So let's look at it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so look at this beautiful structure, right? Run up retracement. Okay, so these are levels of supports. These are zones. These are the levels where if Algo stays above these levels, okay, I don't like the way that's displayed. It has to be displayed in a different way. So it's just easier done. Level number 1, boom, boom. Level number 3, boom. All right, so you guys see the trend, right? We see the trend of Algo right here. The drop, low, reversal, bomb, prices spiked up, right? We see the retracement, prices came down, bomb, run up again. We see the impulse, and then we see the retracement. Boom, prices ran up, and then we see the pullback right here. Boom, this is good. There's a high chance it might bottom out here, right? Like, remember I said we can't stay within the middle of our band too much, and we can't be on the bottom of our band. If you look at Algo, it's way out of the band, like massive drop towards the bottom, right? So if I look at this and I doubt there's been a rug pull, right? Then I'm like, oh, I like this. You're like, bang, I'm not in it. I would buy some right here, knowing there's a very high likelihood this can bounce. If this doesn't bounce, then I would buy more right here at 70 cents. Right here, I'll buy a little bit more. So when it comes to buying, if you're buying one crypto at multiple price, one thing you have to do is look at how much money you're going to put in and the money. Like, there's a real, okay, I want you guys to actually remember this lesson because this is really important. If you're going to buy a crypto, it doesn't matter what crypto it is, at multiple prices, make sure you take the time to calculate how much your average cost is going to be, because it's so important, because your average cost will let you know if you're going to lose money, if you're going to make money, if you're going to lose a little bit of money, or if you make a lot of money, right? Your average cost. So I'm going to give you a simple example before, and then I'll jump into, and then I'll talk about crypto. If I want to buy these two remote controls, let's say these two remotes are exactly the same, right? They're not, but let's say they're exactly the same. And then I buy this one at $1, right? And then I end up buying this one at $2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 divided by 2 equals 1.5. That would mean my average cost is $1.50 for these two remotes. That means if the price of one remote now is $3, like the price of one remote is $3, I can sell it and I'll make 50% profit, right? Because my average cost is $3. What a lot of people do in crypto is they mess up is that they just randomly buy because prices have dipped. And I'll see that on people create crypto. buy the dip, buy the dip. It went down, buy the dip. No, like you have to buy the dip at a price where it makes sense. So if I bought a crypto at $3 and it goes from $3 to $2.90, like I probably will not buy that dip. It only went down 10 cents. Like that extra 10 cents, is it worth buying? Like to lower my price from $3 to $2.95? Like it doesn't make sense. So if you have money already invested in algo, right? And you bought algo, let's say you bought the dip right here, but then algo kept dipping. It might not make sense to buy again because then your average cost might be like, let's say you bought algo up here. Then it went down this much. Like, oh, you bought it at $1. Now it's at 81 cents. It makes sense to maybe buy a lot more. So then your average cost is here. So now when algo starts going up, guess what? You're in the profits. You're making, you're in the profits. What am I saying? Algo. It's arrow. My bad. Thank you, ARC. You're in the profit. You're already making money, right? Like, does that make sense? Right? So every time it dips, like, don't just buy. Do the math first and see, okay, if I buy, what will it change my price to? Is it worth my price going down that much? That's such a little difference. Not worth it. Is it worth? It's dropped a lot. Is it worth bringing my price down that much? Oh, that's worth it. It brings my price. So now instead of having algo at $1, oh, well, now I have algo at, let's say, 85 cents. I'd rather do that because there's a high chance it will bounce. And as soon as it bounces right up here, it goes back to 90 cents. Guess what? I'm already in the profit. I don't have to wait for algo. I keep saying algo. I don't have to wait for arrow to go back up to $1 for me to break even. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, you guys? Tap the screen. Give me a like. Tap the screen if that makes sense. Because I know some of you guys are at work and you guys can't type. And some people are like, I'm at work. Like, just tap the screen. Quick tap. I know you might be at your desk. You can't pull your screen up to put like, I like that. Just tap the screen real quick. You're like, makes sense. I got it. Okay. There we go. I got likes coming in. I see the like. Okay. All right. Done. Check algo after this since you love the name algo. Yo, I don't know why I kept saying algo. I just kept seeing the A and I just thought algo. By the way, I wasn't talking about algo, you guys. This was the crypto. This was the arrow this entire time. All right. Was the one. But I absolutely love swing trading. And I don't have a Discord, by the way. I don't have one. I'm thinking about creating a Discord. Okay, let me know that. Tap the screen if you would like me to have a free Discord community. I just want to see if there's even enough of an interest. Like, I want to see if you're like, yes, I want a free Discord community. Yes. Okay, I'm seeing like, I think I only got like 6 like. Okay, Amin wants, Jimmy. Okay, Paulo, B, Ernest, Crash, Carbo, Orlando, B again, Queenie, Phil, okay, Hart, Nessie, okay, ARB, the Scott, Queenie. All right, you guys, okay, there's a few of you guys, Travis, all right, okay, AI, all right. So I think there's like okay, all right. I think there's like maybe 10 people want me to have a free Discord community. Leon, okay, no, maybe there's more. PB, okay, there's more. Go to ENA. I already did ENA. Okay, this is the last one. Algo will be the last one. All right, I do, okay. All right, if you guys are enjoying everything I'm saying, you guys, check out litcrypto.ca. Link is in the bio for the crypto class I'm having. That's going to be more structured and more organized. And then that'll be more structured and more organized for the crypto gem, crypto lesson that I'll be having. And I'm thinking, and then everyone that signs up for that, I'll know like, okay, you guys, the only thing with having a free community is like, what about this crypto? And I won't be able to respond to you guys right away. Like, I don't even go on live every single day. Like, for you guys that have been here, you guys know I don't go on live every day. I go on live maybe like twice a week. And then so I just don't want to have the community and then people join and then everyone's like, what about this crypto? What about this crypto? And then I take a very long time to answer and then people get upset and frustrated and unhappy, right? Because I already have a community of people, right? I have my community of like people where I post very consistently there, right? I manage the free one. And then with the business, it's hard. We'll find a way to make it work. You guys want it? We'll find a way to make it work. All right, link in the bio. That way I know at least how many people are interested. It seems like there's like 20 of you guys who are like, I'm down for that. Okay, now You guys wanted algo. Okay, let's go to algo. All right, you guys will do algo. Algo's about to make a really big move, and it looks like it's probably going to make a big move towards the upside. Yeah, it looks like it's about to make a big move probably toward the upside. Yeah. Remember when we talked about this earlier on, and I said, hey, guys, watch. Whoa, ARC. I'll join any of your community. ARC, check the link in the bio because there I'm doing the whole crypto lesson structure, and then I'm letting everybody know everything I'm doing in crypto. Busted Flake said, don't get overwhelmed. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. This is moving closer towards this apex. This is the apex of algo, right? So the way you can view it is the apex is where something has to happen because we're moving towards the apex. There is no small movement that are going to continue to happen, right? Boom, 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 boom. If you guys have been here, you guys can kind of see like once you memorize these patterns and like just log them down, it becomes making money in crypto a lot easier, like brilliant times easier, right? As we move closer towards this apex, we're going to see an explosion. The explosion either upwards or we're going to see downwards. If we go down, let me tell you the difference between a good trader and a bad trader. A bad trader goes, oh, prices are going to go up. If I buy at this price and it goes up, how much money will I make? Right? It's going to go up. It goes up. That's a bad trader because they're playing the game like there's only one side. Not knowing, not thinking, we have to look at the reality of life where there's two sides. Meaning, yeah, well, I already know if prices goes up, we're going to see some type of like break around here. It's going to, some type of resistance. It's going to move something like this. Boom, boom, by rejection, and then move up toward the upside, right? Something like that. We're going to see something happen within this area, right? If we move downwards, this is the area in which we are going to see a little bit of struggle, a little bit of a battle happening right here around this price range. You guys can note this price, save this price, remember this price. There you go. All right. So with that, you can see a drop, right? If it goes bam, 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 here, I would buy some. If algo drops here, we picking up some algo. We're picking up a little bit of algo. And then as we see it break past this level to move right back towards the zone, we're going to sell some algo. We buy a little bit here. We sell a little bit right there, right? If you're already in algo, be patient. Wait for this breakout, right? If it goes here, then we look to take some profit. If you're not in algo, right? Itty bitty small buy. So let's say I have 5,000. Well, most people start between 2 to 5,000. So let's say you have 2,000. I'll do $700 buy. Small little buy right here. Prices drop, then here I'll allocate a lot more and then see prices run up. Really have to get comfortable splitting up your money to buy during those key levels where prices have a high probability of running up. And also just get used splitting up your money. Then you're putting all bets at one price. And you're like, this price is the best price. I'm only buying at this price. When you don't know, because there's a chance you buy only at that price, but then prices goes down. And then you're like, oh, dang, prices dropped. Like, I should have held. Jeez, all the comments are coming in. Again, it did that, right? So just get comfortable with splitting your price. Dude, tell you buy coins that he has invested in once it recovers or explode. He bails on the coin. Well, AJ, I don't do that. Why would I do that? And it's like, this is algo, you guys. You can't manipulate. Like, you know how hard it would be to manipulate algo? Like, look at this market cap. You can't manipulate a crypto project with big market cap. If anyone tells you, like, you must be new to crypto, my friend. You can't manipulate crypto project with big market caps. Like, you know how much money you need? Like, the minimum you need to control a crypto's movement, you need 10% of that crypto, right? So, to give you an example, because people also like saying manipulation in the market, all right? So I'm going to pick a random crypto, all right? Jupiter. Jupiter's market cap right now is $1 billion. Heart, thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. It's $1 billion. That means, let's say someone's like, okay, I want to manipulate this crypto project, right? What's 10% of $1 billion? $100 million. You need $100 million invested in Jupiter, right? To be able to control anything in it. Meaning, you have $100 million all in Jupiter. Number one, if you have $100 million, like you're doing something else with your time, right? So you need to have $100 million. And then if you own 10% of that crypto, then what happens is when you buy and sell, you can swing that crypto's price movement. Like you single-handedly can swing that crypto's price movement. And that's the minimum, like just to be able to like, and it's not worth it. And this is like, what I'm talking about is if you study market manipulation and you are looking at how people manipulate crypto projects and how things work, right? So if anyone ever, I find that very interesting. Even when it comes to rug pull, like when you look at rug pulls, that's why like it's hard for a crypto project to rug pull at like 100K market cap. You won't see a rug pull like 50K market cap. Even 1 million market cap, like to rug pull at 1 million market cap isn't really like, it's like you won't really see that because even when they rug pull at 1 million market cap, they don't make $1 million, right? Like they make like 10% of that. Remember I gave you guys the 10% rule? So they'll make 10% of the $1 million. Right. Geez, thank you for liking the live, you guys. I appreciate that. I see all the likes coming in, bro. Like, I appreciate you guys make me want to stay on a little bit longer. All the likes you guys are giving me right now. So even with, okay, here's the rule of thumb is like 10%. So that'll be the 10%. So even someone rug pulls a crypto that's $1 million, they typically walk away with only $100,000. Like, that's it. Like, they will walk away with 10% because they have to sell to someone else. And that's if they do a slow rug pull. If you do an aggressive fast one, good, like, yeah. If you look into that stuff, like you try studying, like figuring out how exactly it works, that's long story short, that's what you're gonna find out. So if you're gonna rug pull, like you at least want it to reach a couple millions. Okay, now look at the manipulation or pirate chain ticker symbol ARRRR. I've looked into that before. Okay, opinions on algo. We just spoke about it. Where's algo, you guys? Didn't we just talk about algo? Algo's right here. We just spoke about algo right here. Martin, did you miss it? I think you might have. I already went through it. Let me know if you missed. I'll go over it real quick. Huge market cap. Yes, Orlando. Orlando, did you just change your profile picture to a baby? Is that your baby? I don't know if that's your baby. Algo again? For real? All right. The people want algo. So we're going to do one last time. We're going to go through algo real quick. Let me just erase some of these lines. Real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Erase the brush. Erase this. All right, there we go. All right, go through algo one last time, and then that'll be it. And then we'll be done for the day, you guys, because I feel like I came on live. I dropped gems, and we talked about algo price-wise. Oh, I did talk. Oh, Greg, are you at work right now? Because you said price-wise, and usually when I show these cryptos, I always show prices. So this is the thing with algo. Algo already took a massive drop towards the downside right here, but it's actually at a major level of support. And the reason why we know that is because we can see it hit this level again and then it bounced up. Previously to that, it hit this level again and it bounced up. So what that's telling me is that algo is struggling to stay above this 25 cents price range, right? This is where it's at right now, around that 26 cents. It really wants to stay above this price range. Because it has the support right here and it has this resistance down here pushing algo down, it means that the movements are going to get really small and then algo has to come to a conclusion. Either A, I'm going to run up, or B, I'm going to run down. Let's go through the scenario in case algo runs down and what price we would typically buy at if you're not in the position. Now, if algo runs down and breaks this level of support, here is where I expect algo to hold and bounce. Why do I expect algo to hold and bounce? Because if you look on the left, which indicates to us previous level in which algo held, this was the area where we saw a breakout, and then you see that red candlestick right here. And then when it ran out, guess what? It retraced again and it held that level. And then it consolidated, right? We see green, red, green, red, green, red, and then it broke back towards the upside, another red candle. So it's telling me that people right here were battling between should I buy, should I sell, should I buy, should I sell? We saw a micro consolidation. What this is telling me is that people are holding algo at this price. There are people who are bullish on algo at this price range. So if prices do drop, expect a bounce, another consolidation at this range as it was previously here. This bounce will be really good because this bounce will do two major things. Number one, we'll see that we're on the bottom side of our Bollinger Band. Right now, we're still within our Bollinger Band right here. You guys see that? We're within our ball. So this drop will bring us towards the bottom side of the Bollinger Band. Number 2, this drop resets our RSI dramatically, right? It will reset it dramatically where it becomes significantly oversold. When we're oversold like we are previously right here, we see that drop. We're at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. RSI is within the oversold. It causes that run towards the upside, right? So now if we see that spike, I then expect prices to run towards the upside. Now, that is if prices move down. Now, let's talk about if prices move up instead. If you guys are liking this algo TA, you guys already know what to do if you guys like this algo TA. All right? Hit the link in the bio for the real crypto gem class I'll be having. All right. So if algo moves up, that would mean if you want to buy algo, you think, hey, algo is still going to pump, right? I would look to buy algo right here. I would look to buy algo right here in this zone, because this is the zone where algo has hit some level of support. And then I will be patient and I would wait for algo to break above this resistance line where we're seeing boom, run up, break above it, and then it starts moving toward the upside. This is when I would take profit for the short term, right? 22% profit, quick trade on algo, right? This zone right here is when I would look to take my first profit. Around 32 cents, I would take profit on algo right there, right? And then I'll let it ride to continue to see how it plays out. Because we have to realize this price range for algo right now, last time algo hit this price, right? What happened last time algo hit this price? Boop. Look right here. Exact same thing. This zone right here. What happened? It hit this zone, bomb, got rejected. Came back, tried to hit this zone again, boom, got rejected again. So we know that everyone that bought algo right here that's underwater, they're losing money. When they see algo gets close to this range, they look to sell. Hence why we saw it get back towards this range, people sold. Get back towards this range, people sold. Hence why I said if I see algo move towards this range up here, that's almost a 25% profit, 25% profit. I'm going to sell my algo. You don't have to sell all of your algo, but I'm going to sell because I know these dudes have already shown me historically every time prices hit around this range, they sell their algo. So I'm going to sell, make profit to protect myself as well. All right, that's algo. If you love the live stream, hit the like button right now. Let me see those likes. If you guys loved everything I shared today, show your boy some love if you guys liked everything I shared today on the live stream. Okay, got likes. Thank you, Orlando. That was a great lesson. Thank you, ARC. Thank you, Orlando. Thank you, Fabi. I'm seeing all the likes. Thank you, Lily B. Thank you, Coco Butt. Oh, that was fast. Thank you, Da. Thank you. I'm seeing Coco Bud. Is it butter? Coco Bud? Thank you for all the likes. Thank you. Good info. Thank you. I appreciate it. My mindset when I come on live is to share knowledge that you guys can take away that will help you make more money in crypto. I don't like coming here and just be like, buy this crypto. Don't buy this crypto. That doesn't help you, right? Don't give a man a fish. Teach him how to fish. Or if you're a woman, girl, don't give a girl a fish. Teach a girl how to fish. I want to teach everyone so that they can succeed for themselves. When I was learning how to trade, I found this one guy from my church, and he was an amazing. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, everyone who joined, who gave me a like. Thank you for everyone who followed me, man. So follow me. It shows you want to be up to date with everything I share. So I appreciate all the follows. I appreciate all the likes. And everyone who signed. So my whole mindset is I want to come here, not just say buy this crypto, sell this crypto. I want to come here and share information so that you guys can take away with you so that in the future, you're like, oh yeah, I remember Naicke Kalala taught me that. So there's a good time. Or I remember Naicke Kalala mentioned me that. So now I know it's a good time to sell, right? Because at the end of the day, my goal is to be one of the best in the crypto space as an educator. Like that's what I want. I'm be one of the best educator. And the only way to achieve that goal is really by helping you guys succeed and make money. Because if you guys are making money from the things I share, then I'm accomplishing that goal. Like I will be known as his guy's a great. He knows what he's talking about, right? So thank you guys. If you guys like this lesson, the link in the bio, litcrypto.ca. is where I'm doing the crypto class, dropping everything in order, all the gems. I'm giving out my crypto matrix. What am I doing? The giveaway, the crypto matrix giveaway, like the exact checklist to buy or sell crypto. So yeah, any questions that I missed, just send me a DM and I will answer your question. I check my DMs now more consistently. Aside from that, love y'all TikTok fam. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Make your money. Know you can kill in this industry regardless you're starting off with $10,000 or just $1,000, right? Regardless of where you are, just know you can do it. I love you TikTok fam. Appreciate all of you guys.